Hello and welcome to the Atari basement. Today we're going to look at game disc 2 of the Discovery Pack. This is the fourth and final game on the Discovery Pack. I had trouble with Outrun in the previous one, getting it on the Discovery Pack, so you have to use a copy of it to play it. But yeah, this one loads this screen. I know you got a fun looking carry command screen in the proper game. Now this was an interesting one because you had the instructions in this book 3 of the Discovery Pack, and the game's instructions, there wasn't a lot going on. Now carrier command in the actual, if you bought the game on its own, it had a big chunky manual which is about 40 odd pages. Now this is 5 pages, so you've got 5 pages to get to grips with this game, and it is a very difficult game to get to grips with. So just a brief introduction. It is 3 years since the mining research ship SSS Delta discovered a potential source of energy to rescue the failing industries of Earth. The Earth is falling apart. A seemingly random group of islands had surfaced in mid-ocean, the result of a violent tectonic force that were creating tidal surges and volcanic activity, merely reported as a minor geological fault. So these islands have got lots of minerals to save the world. But as we are trying to get these islands and the resources and collect the resources to make the world a better place, we've got the bad guys. So the bad guys, I think they're called ACC Omega, have been programmed by Stanza, an organization, to occupy and destroy all islands unless we pay a ransom of 15 billions. So basically this is a game where you have to claim back all the islands. I think there's 64 in total, to save the world and to stop the organization Stanza from destroying the world as we know it. So you can start a strategy game, get straight into the action. We'll start the strategy and have a quick look at this. Now this is very complicated. Now like I said, I had 5 pages in this to learn this. I didn't get into it, my brother did. So you're this carrier, you've got various walruses, and you've got mantas. So these are your planes and your ships and the importance of your ships, if you look at what cargo you can put on them, these are the cargoes. So you can put on a chemical laser, you could put on surface missiles, you can put on a virus bomb, which is what you need to take out an island that's occupied by the bad guys. And you got these pods. Now these pods are important when you're taking friendly islands. You can make them into a resource center which produces resources quickly. If you click on this up and down, you can build a factory which makes the weapons quicker for your carrier. And you got a defense pod, which is important to look after the islands and your carrier close by, I think. And you got resources. So resource, factory, defense. The 3 different types of pods that you need to get the islands on. You got fuel as well. So these are the walruses. Now if you wanted a walrus to come out, it'd come out, you'd launch it with a pod. And if I wanted it to come back, I just get it to dock after it had been to an island and released a pod. You just bring it back to your carrier. Now you can have 4 different walruses at a time, and these are important to taking out carriers and claiming an island. And this is what you would do with the pod. If you wanted to make a resource island, stick the pod in, send this walrus onto the island, and then it constructs a resource center to curate resources. Now your main carrier is this, and you're at a friendly island at the moment. So where can I see the islands again? This map here shows you where you are. This A is for autopilot, and this is to pilot your carrier. I'm going to move around. This here, if I zoom in, is the friendly island base of Vulcan, and this is our carrier. So by moving this arrow around, you can take the carrier to where you want it. So if I just move around here, the blues are friendly islands, like I said. Green are all neutral islands, and the red are the bad guy stunts, so they've taken over these islands. So the aim of the game is to take as many of these neutral islands, take over him before Stanza does, or anything that Stanza take over, you need to take him to win the game. So it is a very long game. There is a save option, and this is a very early release, so this was ahead of its time when it first came out. And for strategy, if you were young and you were into this sort of thing and you could get your head around it, then great. I mean, I don't think I developed the patience. I mean, you'd have to play this 2 days straight to get anywhere, and that'd be hours on end. So I went straight into the action game, usually get destroyed, and that's the end of it. So what we can do is, if that's already an island we own, if we get our carrier to move near the next island, so we can program it. It's a carrier call set. We need to put this on autopilot, which this game thing, like the Scalextrics one, you put it on autopilot and get the carrier to turn around and send it to that neutral island which we want to take over. You can see here in the left circle, I'm rotating around. Carrier has grounded. So off we go. Let's speed up. Go as fast as we can. And this is a very slow moving game. You can't really get anywhere fast. Right, so we're heading off, and we'll show that our carrier is moving. Where are we? Have we moved? We already got there. Have we got there? This is the island we want to get to, which is called Bayern. Is this us? Okay, so we can get there. It'll take a while to get there. So like I said, these are called walruses. If you are taking on an enemy, you'd stick a weapon on. This is a heavy duty chemical laser. So if it was one of these red islands that you'd get to, I mean, they will take over quite quickly. You take one of the walruses and take out with a what do you call it, this, which is what we call a virus bomb, and it's the only way to destroy the enemy on the island, make it neutral, and then take it over. You've also got the mantas. The mantas are your planes, and you basically weaponize them. You got missiles, you got 2 missiles, you got 3 missiles, which you can only put this in the center. You've got a fragmentation bomb, you've got a quasar laser. You got a ranging pod, and again, these have to go in the middle. So before you go to an enemy zones, it is advisable to load your planes, get them on, and in this left corner you can bring the planes up onto the pad. It's on the flight deck, so it's ready to fly. You can launch it. You can also bring it back. There we go. Our plane has landed. Manta 1 has landed on the flight deck. So let's have a look. Where are we? Can see my carrier down here. So Vulcan Island is where you started. You can see the carriers moving. There's the plane, the arrow is the plane on top. So you've got multiple icons all over the place. So this is information overload. So this is the initial front of your carrier. This is the carrier. You've got a laser. You've got flares that are useful. You've got drones that you can put around your ship to protect it. So basically you can bring out drones like that. So you've got 11 drones in storage. Can have 4 because this picture shows 4 protecting it. So if there is enemies, they get distracted by the drones, and the drones are like a protector for the carrier. And your carrier, if it gets destroyed, it's game over. So your carrier is what you need to protect. The bad guys have got a carrier that's a lot better than yours, but this is how you're going to take over. The main thing is the carrier. You've got lasers, flares, surface, and it just gives you information on what you've got. So got 4 surface missiles in store, 8 drones in store, 4 are active, which are just taken out, and you've also got all your items. This is your itinerary of everything you have: your fuel, planes, your walrus ships, pods, missiles, everything you need. And this is just a message telling me the carrier is grounded. And then in your repairs, you got your damage status. Everything's on 100, so nothing's been damaged yet because I've not come into contact with any bad guys. But you've got your engine, your radar, communications, observation turret. You can see on here where it's directly is. My laser cannon, my flare launcher, my surface-to-surface missiles, my lift for my planes, my repair system, and the showing status is fully functional. So I don't have to do anything here. This will fix itself. And this, you can set your priorities. So if something's more important or needs fixing, you can increase it from low to high. That's pretty much it to the game. And here you can see we've been playing for about 12 minutes. We've got 1 friendly island. This is 8 enemy islands, so it's quite ahead. So we've got some catching up to do. But yeah, this led a lot to the imagination. It was great to see this kind of game. So there we have it. That's Courier Command. Not really going to play it because nearly done 15 minutes just trying to work out all the icons and stuff. But if you did have a game of this, it would take a while to just claim some islands. You're looking at least an hour to just get going. So that wouldn't make for fun viewing. But yeah, this game, for a strategy game, it was ahead of its time. And to have to go on 5 pages, my brother did really well getting into this. I've got a good box of it now. But yeah, would I have the patience to go the distance in this? I'm not sure, but a lot of people I know do like Courier Command, and it was ahead of its time. So did you play Courier Command? What did you think of it? See you for the next one.